right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, fellow Pandemonium travelers, this is Seattle Pandemonium Shutdown Day 146 by my count. So, are we stopping for the thing? Okay. All right, meter Grant, we're back, boys and girls. We are back. Life is returning to normal. See? I stopped for one of these. This is part of why I don't take I-5 anymore. I stopped for one of these back, a couple months ago, which was the first time it actually started happening again. We're going to take I-5 today to see how this goes. See, in the before time, I just simply would never take I-5 if I could avoid it, because it was just not usable. Like, it was so much traffic, you would just sit on it. It was a parking lot. It was absurd. So I would find another route. Anyways, day 146 of this. Oh, goodness. Oh, we're stopping already, huh? Oh, no. Yeah. Remember the before time and how it kind of sucked? We're going back to it. Plus, everyone's more mad than before. And more broke. Anyways, so day 146, what's going on? Oh, you're a stater? The staters? What are you? Wait, are you traffic enforcement? You got a T-Rex? What is that? Defund the police. I want a T-Rex. Come on. Anyways, 146, day 146. What happened? Hermit Cain passed away or expired from the COVID. The bug got him. And the issue is that he was allegedly, he was opposed to people wearing masks, and so then it's like supposed to be like ironic, I guess, that he got the bug and died, whatever. I don't know. All I know is I don't see Godfather's Pizza anymore, and I miss Godfather's Pizza. It was pleasant. Anyways, that's like the current events. What, I mean, God, I don't know what you guys want. I don't know what you want to hear. What, AG Barr, the Attorney General, went for the committee, a committee yesterday. I don't know. Was it a House committee? Was it a Senate committee? Do I care? Was it a bunch of theatrics? Yes. Did they ask him a bunch of loaded, stupid questions? Yes. Did he give bombastic non-answers? Yeah, kinda. Is he obligated to answer stupid questions? No, I don't think so. Like, all of this nonsense. I mean, this political hack, this hack political gamesmanship is just the buffoonery. It's just astonishing. Like, what? Okay. As far as the current events thing, I don't really know. I wanted to maybe talk to you guys about power, the nature of power. Okay. If you consider that these United States and the government that rules over these United States is, or was, or is, I guess, still, sort of, maybe, I'm not sure. It is the largest economy in the history of the world. It is the largest, has the largest military in the history of the world. I believe that that's still the case, like, many times over. Giant nuclear stockpile, basically control over the entire global economy, influence over the UN, influence over where we decide to just bomb stuff, drone strike our own citizens. We just do whatever we want, right? With that amount of power in play, given this, apparatus that we have created over the course of, I don't know, I mean, I guess the last half century, really. I mean, it's kind of the Eisenhower warning about the military-industrial complex thing, right? If you are battling for control over this instrument of global control, what isn't on the table? Right? What wouldn't you do to control the ring of power, right? To have it, to use it to then further cement your yourself, your party, your ideology, your people that you want in control, yourself into that position, right? Because you get in there and you start writing some executive orders that give you special permission to do new stuff. Well, then it changes hands into the other party, and then the other party then says, oh, okay, we're going to take that ball and run even further with it, with more executive orders, for example, and more emotion. And this is one of the things about all of this stuff, the literally shrieking in the streets, screaming and crying about Trump and all this stuff. There's so much emotion loaded into all this, and the emotion builds upon the emotion over time until you get people who are hysterical with fear, paranoia, rage, hate, disdain, disgust, let's say, hatred, right? So this, again, so the rhetoric and how terrible, quote unquote, the other side is builds over time. And then the people who believe in these narratives, these sort of basically news narratives, really, they become more and more enraged over time, and more divorced from reality, and more invested in a narrative that may or may not contain elements of truth in it. Like, it may be true, maybe not, maybe partially true. Good propaganda is always partially true, right? It sort of checks out, at least at first, or there is some component of it that is true, but the conclusions reached from the component that's true aren't necessarily valid. I think you get the picture. Now, okay, Kyle, the media is continuously spinning manipulative narratives, and it's all power politics. It's actually all about controlling, the federal government, and we've come to a full stop on I-5. Well, not fully yet. I'm going to stop. Rolling stop, let's say. It's a slowdown, let's say. What am I supposed to do in this environment that is basically the Matrix, right? The Matrix is the news, the stories, the narrative, what you think is going on in the world, right? There's some stuff going on in the world you don't know about because no one's told you it's happening yet, right? Okay, come on over. Do your thing. You're not aware of that genocide going on somewhere in the world because no one's told you about it, right? Now, when someone does tell you about it, who is telling you about it, when, and why, and what are they saying, and what's the counterfactual, right? Because if you're not paying enough attention, the media will tell you that the Tutsis were the ones massacring the Hutus and not the other way around, right? Now, on the other hand, if you look into this, so this is the mnemonic. The Hutus did to the Tutsis. That's the mnemonic, so you keep it straight. The Hutus massacred the Tutsis in Rwanda, okay? Now, on the other hand, the Tutsis in neighboring countries, because these are not, these are like ethnicities, not nationalities. The Tutsis in neighboring countries were committing violence against the Hutus. Like, not necessarily genocide, I guess, but bad stuff, right? So, is that part of the story? Certainly. I guess this is part 2 because part 1 got shut off because my camera got too hot again. I'm not sure where I was in the where I got cut off, talking about power, the nature of power in our society. Well, again, think about this. What would you do if you had the authority to, I don't know, basically do whatever you wanted, right? if you had the ability to reshape America in whatever image you wanted, free health care, get rid of guns, legalize all guns, repeal the NFA, that's the National Firearms Act, end the war on drugs, abolish law enforcement across the country, whatever. Would you do it? How would you do it? What would it look like? And in reality, this is kind of interesting, I think. Donald Trump could barely get new border wall built when providing for the common defense, i.e. our borders, is one of the few explicit responsibilities of our federal government, because they are, you know, it's like they're uniquely responsible for that as our national level government, right? So, something drastic, right? This is one of the cartoonish things about all of the Trump era hysterics is, did Obama radically reshape the country? Did he ban guns? Did he do something, you know, like drastically to change the country? I don't think so. It doesn't seem like he did. We had the Affordable Care Act, your Obamacare, but then that was like a nothing burger. I mean, I managed to basically not really sign up for that at all. Like, I think I signed up for a Washington state level thing so that, like, I got a tax break or something. It was that individual mandate thing. I think you had to sign up for something, but it was free and I never used it. So it's not like I was forced onto some kind of medical care plan that I had to pay for, and it, you know, crushed the you know, American medical care system or something. I mean, everything seems to be kind of, I guess, limping along just like it did before. But yeah, like, so it's slow. That's the thing about our goofy, you know, what do you call it? The trilateral system. What is it called? Triumvirate? Is that what it is? What's the word? From high school civics class, you got your executive, your legislative, and your judicial. It's slow. And it's partially slow because a bunch of, like, kind of mid-tier intelligence people who are charismatic enough to get elected try to sit down and go over really complicated stuff like monetary policy and technology and, you know, and local regional politics, all while trying to, you know, get elected again. So the outcomes are, I don't know, somewhat predictable, let's say. Anyways, power, politics, and you. Your mind. There's a war on for your mind. Isn't that what Alex Jones always said? There is. And you are one of the players. And you are being preyed upon. And I beseech you to inform and empower yourselves within this milieu. I'm going to say milieu like I actually know what that means. All right. That's enough for me for one day. Bye.